Hey guys, welcome to my October haul wrap-up video. Unfortunately, I didn't get much reading this past month. Well, I did get a lot of reading done, but it was like boring school-related reading. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys what books I picked up this month. It wasn't a lot, I have to say, but it was books that I was really anticipating or that I just saw and I really wanted to get. I also want to take time in this video to talk about another way you can get autographed books, and I think this is a point that I missed in my original video explaining how to get autographed books, or I might have mentioned it but not really emphasized how to go about it. So the first book that I was really looking forward to getting this month, or well, not this month, the month that just passed, October, because we're already in November, is the second book in the Young Elite series, The Rose Society by Marie Lu. And this book is actually signed by Marie Lu. And as you can see, I'll explain in a second how I went about getting the signed book, because I didn't go to any of her book signings. She didn't come to my state this time around. The second book I got, which I didn't even know was coming out until it came out, was the Twilight Special 10th Anniversary Edition. Yeah, I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, I thought you hate Twilight, blah, blah, blah. I don't hate Twilight. I just have a lot of issues with some of the themes in Twilight, but I still read the book, and I was excited to hear that there was going to be a 10th anniversary release. I have problems with words with R's, apparently. Anyways, which is ironic because I speak Spanish, and that's all about the but nevertheless. As you guys know, or if you don't know now, you will know, the anniversary edition came with Twilight and then with Life and Death, which is her reimagining of what it would be like if all the characters were gender swapped. This book I also got autographed, and it was super exciting because none of my other Twilight books are signed by Stephenie Meyer. This is my first one, and it's pretty cool because it's the 10th anniversary edition. And no, again, she did not come to my state during this book tour that she did, but I'll explain in a second how I got it. The next book that I got last month was the second book in the Singular Menace series, and it's Outrage. And this one I did start reading, and I read a good couple of pages there. Let's see how many actually. I got over 40 pages in, but I just haven't had time to sit down and read it. I have so many books that I've started but haven't been able to finish, and it's so frustrating, you guys. But the semester's nearly over, and I can't wait. I just cannot wait. Alright, then I got, which is really stupid because I don't know any of the other books in the Throne of Glass series, but I saw it at Target and it was signed, and I'm like, how could I pass up on a signed book? I could always just get the other books later. And so this is signed by Sarah J. Maas. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. It has a double A, so I'm not sure if it's Maas or Mace or whatever. So it's signed by her. Yeah, like I said, I got this one at Target. You might still be able to get it on Target.com. I'm not sure. I haven't checked. And then the last book I got was the George R.R. Martin, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. And this is a prequel to Game of Thrones, I want to say. I mean, it does say a century before Game of Thrones, two unlikely heroes wandered Westeros. So I'm really looking forward to reading this, and I thought maybe it'd be a good way to get into Game of Thrones, since it's like a prequel type of deal. I still haven't purchased any of the actual Game of Thrones books, but I'm excited to read. I'm excited to read all these books. Not so much the Twilight one. I mean, I already know Twilight. I might read Life and Death, but I don't really care about Bella and Edward being, you know, gender swapped all that much. It's the same business at the end. Anyways, so the point of this video, aside from showing you what books I picked up last month, was also to talk about autographs, like I said. So how did I go about getting Rose Society and the 10th anniversary edition of Twilight signed? Because I mentioned they did not come to my state. So Marie Lu posted her schedule of locations she was going to visit for her book signing tour, as did Stephenie Meyer. What I did, and you don't have to do it specifically like this, I just looked at the bookstores that Marie Lu was visiting, and I picked two that were in a neighboring state. You can call any of the bookstores that are in that book signing tour. It doesn't have to be the one that's close to you. I just figured if I did it in a bookstore that was closer to me, I would get it faster when the books were available. And what I did was I called, well, actually no, I wrote to two of them. Only one of them got back to me, and so after they got back to me, I called them and they said all I needed to do was, oh no, actually no, the Marilu one, they immediately took my order. They took my order and told me to call the day after the book signing to make sure that my book had been shipped. So that's basically what I wanted to get at. If there's a book that you really want and you want it signed and you know the author's going on a book tour, but they're not coming to your specific state, call the bookstore. Call any of the bookstores that they're going to be visiting and see who's willing to ship a signed copy to you. I'm pretty sure 100% that any of those bookstores are going to be willing to do it because they're still making money and you're paying for the shipping. It's not like they're going out of the way to get it to you. Now, the only downside to that is you can't get a personalized copy. You're basically purchasing a copy that the store is retaining for itself. So you imagine that the author's going to sign a couple of extra copies that the bookstore will have to sell to anyone that comes to get one. The great thing about doing this is that you're not paying some ridiculous amount. You're going to end up paying a little bit more because you have to pay for shipping, but you're not paying like 100 or 150 or 70 or 90 or whatever it is that people try to charge you when you go through eBay or Amazon per se. With the Stephenie Meyer one, I got really lucky because she only toured a handful of bookstores, and I ended up finding out late that she was doing this book tour. But luckily enough, I was able to call the day before one of the bookstores she was going to visit in LA, which is on the other side of the country for me. And they were just like, call the day after the book signing and we'll take your order. And so that's another way, if you guys want to kind of like, you know, keep a mental note of ways you can get signed books, that's definitely another way. And again, you're going to end up spending a fair amount of money and not having to like, you know, give away an arm to pay someone on eBay for them going to the store and waiting in line to get it signed. You know, you're getting it directly from the bookstore. You know, you're going to get an authentic signed copy, and there's no like, oh no, did I get any fakes or anything like that. So that's it for this video, you guys. I know it's really quick, but as I mentioned before, school is just like, it's driving me crazy. Just life in general has been driving me crazy, and I want to get caught up with all my videos. So these are all the books that I got in October. There's a couple more that I really want to pick up this month. It's just I have not been keeping up with anything. But next video will be another haul video of a different sort, so stay tuned for that. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!